Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop or clown training, as you just saw David working on. We have Chris's Silverado 1506. 1500. It's not a half ton, is it? Sorry, it is a half ton. It's not a 3/4 ton. Okay, and it's got a manual, and we like that part. God, what the hell do I do to my hair? It's weird. It is very Ohio underneath, and we're trying to be very careful with taking stuff apart and making sure we can get it back together. There's a ton of corrosion underneath there. Currently, we have the drive shaft out. We're working on getting the exhaust out. We need to move these components in order to get to the transmission, which will slide out, replace the rear main seal on the engine, which is what keeps the oil in the engine. It's a little seal that goes around the crankshaft. It looks like that. There's the rear main seal, and this is the gasket for the cover. And this keeps the oil in the engine. The crankshaft turns around there. And then we have the clutch. We'll show you all the other components too when they go in. Do the rear main seal, put the flywheel back on, then do the clutch. And who else is here? Hey, Liz. So we've got a couple of components, but we have stuff to take apart prior to that. And that's what we've been doing for the last couple of hours. We also had to go get a new battery for the truck. So we've had adventures even before we get started. So yeah, and this being a regular cab, it's also a little different to get it up on the lift. So normally we have a lot more frame to work with. When you have a regular cab, you have a shorter frame. So it was a little different to get that set up. So we're going to do this in two parts, just so it's not 11 hours long for you guys. The first part is we're going to do the removal on how we're removing everything, and then we're going to do the installation on how everything's going to go together. This will also make it easier down the line when people are searching for stuff. They can search for, oh, well, I already have everything apart. I just need to know how it goes back together, or they can get the full treatment. They can watch both videos. So we're going to split this up into two different ones. Hopefully that's okay with you guys. While these guys are disassembling, you see Brian there and Chris. Chris is in the yellow shirt. Safety first. You guys can I'll try and give the best running commentary I can. You guys can watch and enjoy this. Now, given this is an Ohio vehicle, it has a ton of corrosion, so please spare Chris. He already knows. He already knows that it's rusting really badly. We're going to try and maximize the time out of this truck. It's a good, solid truck. We just the underneath of it is rough, like Michigan roads, rough. So yeah, we're gonna try and limit F-bombs and try and get you guys. I'll try and figure out how to get you guys cool views from underneath without getting in the way of these guys. We also had a ton of the snow has been melting off of Chris's truck. So yeah, the whole bed's full of snow. So the whole back side of the shop is going to be just a pool. And so I'm going to try and get some of that stuff cleaned up so we have better footing, because we also spilled some trans fluid. So it's a little slippery under there. David brought his work shoes. So
yeah, they qualify for work shoes now. These are beyond fucking worn.
So should I hit it with a scale? So I can decide with an impact, or is it safe for one second wrench?
Yeah, so you want to hold the actual bolt itself.
I know this is the thrilling part, right?
Yeah.
Cleaning up before we actually need to clean anything up.
If you need to, they don't have to. Shop back with that water thing.
Yeah, the mop works really good. But mixing that oil in that water, not exactly a good thing. All right.
It looks like it was coming right out.
That's one of the gaskets.
Okay. Well, that almost got F-bomb. Because I thought I was getting bombed for a second.
Give us
one drop.
you don't have a squeaky, do you?
I do. But I'm going to get it out of the way so that I can do this while these guys are under here. He's on it.
Oh, wait. Oh. I don't have.
Is it going to stay put?
I have done a thing.
Trying to get some of this stuff cleaned up so it's not a big hazard here. We already have enough problems.
Typically, taking them not off. No, they give a certain amount of how much is sold back to the state through like a foundation somehow, which is pretty cool.
Don't see that a lot with
With anything. So the fact
say any company.
Yeah, it makes me feel good about how much innocent. 2 a day. It's 724 a year. I'd have maybe a beer a year.
That's 736 a year, actually, right?
Have you ever added that value up? Monetarily, yes, I have. It's at the point where I've considered buying pallets from Costco if they will not age inappropriately. It's actually an investment for me. I don't drink soda. I only drink water, coffee, and beer. I'll have soda
That's fine.
maybe
That's fine.
once or twice a month.
Black coffee, water, beer. Sometimes seltzer water.
Yeah, I don't drink water.
If you're-
Water has to be the last thing.
If you have a nice shirt on, yeah.
I've been in St. Anne's, right for Heathrow.
Soda?
Good. Heathrow. And they go, "What did you have to drink today when you were doing the yard?" Venti coffee. You don't drink coffee when it's 110 degrees.
Well, I do, but I also drink 2 of those 64-ounce Yetis full of ice water
So how much water? Ice tea and water.
Yeah, and because of the corrosion on here, we're using a lot of air tools to get stuff taken off. It just doesn't work by hand. It's hard.
Actually, the
Very
drivetrain
difficult.
parts are pretty corrosion free. It's everything around them.
Yeah.
So this is better.
Mm. And this is brought to you by Rockstar.
Did the same thing here, probably exactly 2 years ago. 2 years, a month. It was December 20.
It sounds about right. Yeah, this is not the first time this truck's been here.
Okay.
That's when I think I first met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
I came over here and you guys were doing the tail end.
Doing
I was out of town.
doing what?
You guys were doing the tail end of the job.
Oh, tail end of the job.
Put it back together, like literally.
We didn't work on the back of this.
Here. He's the North Linden mechanic. Good guy. Let's see if this thing's swinging.
That's what I'm gonna do for rubber brake.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
if I'm doing that, you want to keep a hand on the exhaust or something?
No,
I know you do.
it's sitting on top. See?
Oh, I got you.
So what are you taking out? You're taking out the
Awesome member.
It may not swing. But it is a problem. Like that. Oh, you gotta unbolt the transmission now.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
sitting on this, so you're good. It's Gucci.
yeah. I was gonna say, isn't the trans sitting on that?
Yeah, but it needs the 2 bolts that are in the bottom of it that go into the trans mount unbolted.
Okay.
And then bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had some kid arguing with me online.
We don't have a
about how-
trans jack though. That
No,
part
you don't
sucks.
need one. This transmission should only weigh about 150 pounds.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah, I thought the Viper tranny was gonna.
Transmission's only gonna weigh 150 pounds. Have you guys heard that before?
Yeah, I had
You heard that? Is this 3,500?
NB35.
NB 3,500. Yeah. Let me know the weight on that.
4500s have
Yeah.
a way heavier case, and they're like 180
No.
pounds. Yeah.
This is okay.
It's not the size of a large American.
The transmission of my Eagle Talon PSI, that was bear hug that, drop it right out. That was.
This will not be as light as you
But
think it is.
broke all the time.
Well,
Tell you what, bud, when we get this here cross member out, and I can put my little phalanges on it, I'll give her the shim shake and I'll give you a guesstimate rate. Then when we get it
With the engine
down-
attached. Okay.
Yep.
You're not going to get that. This engine's more than 200 pounds.
The engine's
Sorry, the transmission is more than 200
390
pounds.
or something like that.
Well, there's no bell housing to come off. It's all one piece.
Chris, does yours have a plastic intake manifold on it?
I don't even know.
Sure.
If it's got a plastic intake manifold on it, it might be like 200 something.
I have an idea.
But I think the old 4.3, 290 pound, complete rotating assembly head. Throttle box.
Thought it was in
May not
here.
weigh 26, 27 pounds. Probably. Wow. Those are cast. Those are pretty fun castings. Those might be 20 pounds. I bet this engine's crazy. Like,
No, I'm trying to heavy the angle bit like this. I think I mean, now I understand why the driver was he's leaning into the door. I think every GM motor after at least 90.
oh wait, no, it has steel heads. Really? Yeah. It has cast iron.
For 06?
Yep. It's 4.3, man.
Oh, it's the V6. Yeah.
Why change it, but isn't broken? They got 190 horsepower out of the North 96, like 97.
I swear I had a plug for that trans.
Got a little bit of tetanus in my eyes.
I swear I had a plug for that trans.
I just looked at it.
So which ER did you end up going to? Put on the corner here? Oh, it's you?
OR? No, it's not OR. I went to, no, I went to Care Police. It's off Taylor Avenue.
Oh, okay.
I think it's in here. It's not in here.
What's going on there?
I'm looking for the cap. I have a cap for that trans.
Does the X-ray show up?
I have a plug,
Oh,
No.
but
she's
yeah,
gone, man.
it's a red.
Yeah.
It's a red plug. Huh?
Small block cover.
Nope.
No.
I don't know where it's
Little
at.
bit. Well, sorry it didn't pan out. Yeah, I still trying to apply a little bit on my brain.
So the exhaust is still in there. Yeah.
Well, it's not that far from being out. Oh no, all I gotta do is give it a shim shake, but we're gonna get one last bolt out of here.
Okay.
Here, I got the nut off the back of it. Pushing it through. Good.
Cross members
Here's
off.
nut, Chris. Cool.
Everything's nice and oily.
Yeah.
You may have caught it early enough that it's maybe okay.
Keep coming back.
Go, let that end down.
Oh, my God.
You got him?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it was
Oh,
slipping.
tire.
It was slipping a
No.
little bit. I only drove it maybe at 15.
Exhaust is out. Drive shaft is out. Oh, hey, there's other people here. Hey, Brian. Yeah, we've got awesome 06 Silverado. Needs rear main seat. Where'd it go? No. Can you identify these parts? Where'd the RMS go?
10.1. I'm sure. 0.1.
Where the hell? Oh, it's over here. No.
I
Oh.
looked multiple times.
Doing a rear main seal, which is this guy. and basket for the cover. So yeah. Yeah, it's there's a whole bunch of stuff that has to come out of the way. Drive shaft has to come out, the exhaust has to come out, and we just found out you have to take the center cross member out. And then the exhaust can come out. And we're also trying to be careful not to break bolts because there's a lot of corrosion and a lot of rust under here. And seriously, put a little bit of pressure on a bolt, you can snap it right away. Now you're kind of screwed. You have an exhaust leak, or frame cross member doesn't go back in place because you only have 3 bolts, whatever. So we're trying to be pretty careful with that stuff. Takes a little bit longer when you're trying to be careful. If you're at a shop or whatever, you just zoom it out because you've got 50 bolts over there that are the same size. It's 10 o'clock at night. We don't have 50 bolts.
We have to do from the top. We need to get a ratchet strap.
And Chris has to go to work at 6 a.m. So we'd like to have this driving so he can actually go to work.
Take this out.
It might be pretty good.
Yeah, sorry.
I moved and it was following me.
Yeah. Probably need to get a ratchet strap underneath this thing, hold it up, go up top, and take out the 2 bolts that are on the very top of the bell housing, because you can only reach them by shoving your hands down in between the firewall. And you pretty much have to be laying on top of the engine to do that.
Yeah.
And if your arms don't fit, I don't mind doing it. I'm just gonna have to be quick about how long I'm up there, because I can't.
You can't get over down here with an extension.
No. It's because there's no angle from behind. Like there's no way to get.
There's no way
top
up.
of the drive tunnel.
Well,
So no, I've tried. You can't do it.
That the bleed right there.
Yeah.
I don't remember having to do that last time, but I don't know what kind of weird
no,
setup.
Brian, there's
Unless he pulled it down like really
I think
far.
we had it. I think we had it sitting back.
dude, you can have extensions.
Yeah.
There, you can get
like a
extensions
mile
up
and a
there.
half of extension.
I can see your flashlight up
If
there.
we dropped it down a little bit, probably make
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember having to go through the top, so I know it's possible, but also I'm not gonna tell you how to do it because I don't
You
know.
can get to it from
This side's not bad. That side.
Yeah,
You see that side.
there's some traffic over there.
And when you just leave the hard one out, the next time you do it, you don't have to worry.
I just
about
have
it.
I just have this one.
And also,
This guy is the only thing I see in the way.
Yeah. So do that very hardest bolt first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start at that one from down here. See if you can achieve that. We can lower this.
Let me see if I can. Let me get eyes on it first.
Oh, the one in the top corner there.
Yeah.
So for the transmission to come out, we have to take out all the bell housing bolts, which are all the bolts that go around that attaches to the engine. So there's 3 up top, and are there 6 down below?
There's a dozen plus bolts. There's 13.
1, 2, 3,
All of them are-
4, 5,
You
6.
do not have to take your
7.
starter out to do this. You leave your starter hanging on the block.
8,
Yeah, but
9, 10, 11.
No.
So there's 10 or 11 bolts that have to come out. And there's like 3 or 4 up top that are actually nuts. There's studs that come out of the engine block. So those are the studs, and those are the ones used to line everything up. So those studs just have nuts on them, which is nice. Then the lower section is all bolts. Extensions on extensions on extensions on swivels on extensions. Yes. Brian knows exactly how to do this. You can have 2 feet of extension with a swivel on the end, and it'll still barely be able to make it.
Sometimes I had one car that I literally have a picture of like 4 feet of extensions,
And it's
I
just
had-
bowing,
I
right?
had to use at specific points. I would put one that had a ball end on the end of it because I'm like, okay, I need it to be very stiff for 2 feet. Then I need it to drape a little bit. Then I need it to be stiff for about a foot.
And then come
I
back
need it to
up, yeah.
drape a little bit more.
But you can also you can hold a wrench and you can just watch it bow out, and then setting it in place. You'll be 90 degrees from where it's at. So yeah, that's why we have a ton of extensions here in both 3/8 and 1/2 inch, so that you can do those and get them kind of where you're at. I'll show you one of the extensions we've got.
That is a nut on a stud. So
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Is like you have basically you gotta get that off.
So I
you
have
have to
really long extensions. This is what is this, a 2-foot extension? And this actually locks the socket on there too, so you don't lose it up there. But this is one of the super long ones that we use.
So that is a 30.
Is this 24 inch?
Sorry. It's good that you caught that. That's actually great. You would have put 14 on there.
No, he's
For real. We'd be back to what
Well,
we
you
were
get
doing.
3 stripes.
Yeah, well,
he's an 18-inch extension. So you do 2 of these, you've got 3 feet. And like I said, you put a couple of these on there, you can reach amazing places. Because this is
I
the
just
one guy
have
you're looking for.
dozens of cheap
Nice and long.
It's pretty violent when it
Maybe
comes
one that
apart.
has a swivel on it.
Well, I tell you what,
Definitely
I,
swivel.
I've
There's a
had-
24 inch.
I had that 4-foot
Yeah, whatever
extension on the
swivel
end of my
socket you
board
want to put on there.
out in Milwaukee Impact, taken out.
I still want to
BMW.
be a little better organization here.
You're doing okay.
I don't want
Yeah, you're honestly killing it time wise for somebody that like isn't super well practiced.
So there's the 2-foot one.
Go ahead.
to.
So you can do, like Brian was talking about, you do extension on extension on extension. And this way you go all the way past the transmission up to the engine block, and then you can get to your volt.
Flex socket on the end.
Yeah, you just do a little swivel socket, and then you're playing this game, trying to get it. But yeah, that's one of the best ways to do it. So extensions are out.
I love how you guys are like, sure, there's not like a hidden bolt or something to take out to get that axle. No. Just permanently stuck in that transmission now.
What? Oh, the one you were working on.
That is
What a mess.
That is the worst case scenario. Is that you're taking the transmission out anyway, and that transmission's been hammered and beat on by 3 different guys for a month straight. How much of a gamble do you feel like taking the transmission that's in there right now when you're already taking it out to extract an axle from it? And you may break the case trying to extract the axle, even like once you get it out of the bench, you put it in the press and try to extract it. Such a bummer.
Yeah.
I was thinking about cutting the axle apart, and then since the transmission was out of the car, heating the cup from the inside, or like getting a Sawzall blade or the bandsaw blade back behind there and cutting the cup off, and then drilling into the stub and opening it up. And then
So the real repair is new half shaft and a transmission case.
new
we go.
transmission.
Yeah.
That's
New transmission, new axle.
That's better.
Which is such a bummer because. that
What were you
car's
looking for?
unfortunately not
Extension,
worth
it's
the
still-
'Those two
miles.
the two long ones are right there.
Service down.
Yeah,
All right, this is 13.
that's a wholesale.
Can you move your?
Oh, man.
All right. I'll be back momentarily.
Oh, yeah.
Don't kill anything.
No.
Don't let the truck fall.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna use the truck as a trouble.
Can you put the light on charge?
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
So, Tim,
Right.
I am. I screwed up when I said. I should have said it, Dave's double. He's like, hey, can you put that light on the charger? Which would be totally fine if that light needed charged. Just pick it up and turn it on, it's free. And I don't wanna charge something, battery's not gonna
We
run
want
out.
to swap out the one I have, that I've been using, with the one that's fully charged. Start to go. Oh, yeah.
I think the other one was third.
All right, so with I want to find a good spot to put like actual transmission hardware. I got all the other stuff.
That one is still totally charged. I literally just took it off of there, plugged it in. Something.
No, I got one of the icons when it was on sale.
The blue one I posted in the group.
They're not the one that looks like those, but the newer version of those. It takes about 30 minutes to time for that. But it flips it around the light bar. I think you
You
posted
can
it.
take a screw out and turn it around.
I don't know, it's a completely different shape. It won't flip if you flip it around. I don't think you can do that. It's round on one side, it's square on the back side, so you can't flip
Do we have is there like some clear Ziploc bag or something?
Or did you see those Ryobi ones yesterday?
it. Yeah, they're huge.
No, they're the same size as these. They're just bulky, they're a little bit bulkier at the base, but, I mean,
I paid $29 for it, and they had them on sale. I couldn't find
well,
it.
the batteries inside the Ryobi ones, you can take the battery out and use it as a USB-C power bank. We were looking for it.
I was
looking for it too.
I was trying to keep myself
don't
organized.
remember what
I put a
They had them.
no. I'm putting my
Ziploc
I'm putting my
bags now.
transmission bolts in here.
Here, there's plenty of Ziploc bag.
Is there?
Yeah.
Alright,
What do you want?
all my exterior
Sandwich
stuff I got right here. Do you know where the other gasket for the exhaust is? Wrap here.
You probably did.
There's this one right here.
Yeah, all right, I got two of them. I think we're good. That's it. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, yeah, this will be my exterior transmission bolts for detaching it.
You don't want to have the experience of kicking all the bolts in.
I've
Dude,
I've done that 20 times and I hate it. And it turned me into an alcoholic. I think alcohol actually probably helped contribute to that happening in the first place, though.
That's probably just as bad as you hear bolt go, ching, and it
Yeah.
doesn't hit the ground. You're like,
Yeah. Luckily, this has at least come apart in the last couple of years. I think that's made things a little easier. But it's definitely gotten rustier.
years ago, I had my shop, like, we had cars, we wouldn't, if you couldn't get it on the lift, you won't work.
Oh
They
yeah,
were that rusty, I had one car that feet went through the car,
that's insane.
we couldn't get the car off of the lift.
My buddy works at Crown in Dublin.
Mhm.
He's been a mechanic since high school. But they had, I think it was a 2014 Dodge Ram, and it was Bowen. And this thing was about to break on the lift, and he brought it down. I'm not touching it.
That's pretty darn rusty for a horse.
For 14, yeah, he absolutely hates those things. You know? He used to be like,
That is the old Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah. We're up there. Yeah, nowadays, these Toyotas make great trucks, but if you're getting some old, you don't buy them unless it was fixed on that frame recall.
They're still doing frames. I know that.
Yeah. There's a swivel somewhere that I can put a deep socket on. Little universal swivel. Is that what it is?
Well, how much swivel do you want?
A deep, I need these.
Probably. I break a lot of those universal swivels. Just because they're honestly consumable to me.
Yeah.
Go to the pawn shop and buy a fistful of them for like $2. If you're not privy to pawn shopping, if you're like a young guy and you're trying to build your tool collection, go make off with the methods, poor decisions.
Yeah.
Go in, all free of the PCP and bad judgment. Fistful of cash on you.
Yeah.
And you walk out with nice snap-on tools. Some guy decided he didn't need anymore. He needed smack.
Hey, you don't care where they came.
I truthfully don't care where they came from. I'm not asking questions. It went through a licensed business. It's cheap.
Yeah. They
But, And real talk though, you do find like name brand stuff at pawn shops every single day of the week. I see like DJI drones, Canon cameras and stuff like that. That's cool for the tech stuff. But the tool deals.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I never really. I mean, I've definitely bought some sketchy tools on Facebook.
Yeah, that's always good too. You get the person running out of Rural King with a whole shopping cart full of Milwaukee power tools.
Yeah. These might be.
Not yet. That's quick.
Not yet. Not yet.
These might be 15.
Not yet.
Like the lady.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's bad weather
Oh.
in there.
I don't know. Didn't ask any of those questions.
Let me guess, it was not a pleasant phone call.
No, it was fun, and it wasn't a phone call. So yeah, no,
That
just
person's
another
very
hour.
used to being stuck at the airport. See, like,
Yeah,
point.
it's all right.
Is that a jet flight or?
No, I actually don't even know what airline.
Oh,
Yeah, how's that for fun?
where am I picking you up at?
Did you guys get that top one?
I think I am.
Oh, are you going from the side, just doing it 90 degrees? Is that easier than trying to go long?
Yeah, just because all the fuel lines and stuff are in the way on this side. The other side, I think I'm still really long.
Okay,
But yeah, this side.
and I think it's easier with the studs and just the nut. Yeah.
Where they ran all those lines. Somebody wake up, wet green, just come up with that idea.
Yeah.
Let's put all the lines.
You gotta find out who came up with this idea.
Oh, no, the palm one's better.
The palm.
No, this thing is incredible.
The palm ones
Like-
are.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
There you
palm
go,
one's real
David.
Love
cool.
those. These things are great.
That one's real
I wanna
cool.
show.
But this thing is
All right, so this is the tool that Brian's loving. So this is a quarter drive socket with an angle head, but he has this extension on him, and you can also move the handle. I got this at a truck stop many years ago, and I don't remember what truck stop, but I knew exactly. I knew, and also this head swivels. So this head swivels around. He's reversible, and he's here, and he has this extension. So what I use this for is I put a spark plug socket on here and go down in a Subaru engine bay and take the socket, take the spark plug out. That's seriously the only reason for this entire tool is to do spark plugs on EJ20s and EJ25s and EJ22s, any EJ series. That's why I have this. It's the only reason I have this tool.
Maybe one more for them.
If you find another use for that other than EJ spark plugs, let me know.
it's 3/8 drive. See,
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 3/8, it's not quarter.
Man, now I feel a lot differently about it.
What do you want it to be?
Well,
Half drive?
no, I was really excited when it was 1/4 inch drive. I
Just
have
put an
a
adapter.
fetish for grossly oversized 1/4 inch stuff.
Okay, so
Because
like,
I learned that Snap-on 1/4 inch sockets are rated
Oh.
250 pounds. Yeah, exactly.
that guy you
So
like.
I have a Snap-on equivalent to this that Jameson found in the parking lot of a school, and it's got the soft handle on it, so it's like $180 1/4
Yeah.
inch drive ratchet. But the head is an index locking,
Okay.
rotating head, so you just push it down and rotate it, and push it back up, and it
Locked.
does 270 degrees. And the thing is incredible. There's so many different times where I've had like those 14s on the back of these engine blocks. Like, oh man,
What size is that, a
3/8
12?
socket's just a little too big.
15?
When the head drive on the 3/8 is a little too big.
It's
This,
actually been working pretty well for us.
this is the
Okay.
same 92
We use that to put it back on too.
drive mechanism.
We'll try and get them
you
torqued as
see
close as possible. With a U joint, you can't exactly
icon.
dial in torque, but we can get it really close when we put it back together.
First time doing a U-joint myself.
No, I meant the U joint socket. Won't give you an
Oh,
accurate reading
oh.
on when you're doing torque,
Yeah,
but we'll get it as close as possible.
I don't remember what we did last time.
We're not doing a,
Just
Le Mans car.
transmission stay on car.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting the top one.
Yeah, I know with that oil.
So these other ones are going to be. I guess should I keep track which ones go where?
It depends on the length. If you have different length ones, yeah. The other thing you can do is we can get,
a piece of cardboard.
yeah, hang on.
And that's, ooh, man.
What's up?
So I was just explaining that this drive head is the same as like those Icon 360 swivel ratchets. Like if you look at that, it's exactly
Here's
what
another
this
important
is.
tool.
Yeah.
How many you got? You have 12?
Is that tranny just chilling? You know? Like holding it or?
This, right?
You got all
Three removed, and I realized that there's different utilities we can like.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I remember that being.
11. Okay. Chris.
I pretty much just take a picture of each side.
So what I did was
That's good enough.
on the cardboard box lid of the clutch, I punched out a bunch of holes, and we can mark on top where
No.
each bolt goes. So
The depths are all
I don't have
the
a
same.
good
The only ones that are different are
way to show how to do this.
Studs only go in these top.
I don't have a good piece of cardboard except for the one that the clutch is in. So hang on a sec.
But it doesn't use-
This is the clutch and the pressure plate, and it is not light. It's made by a company called Luck. So this is what I just
I
did.
might still do that because that's the way I
So you guys can see them.
I'll just take a picture. We're not gonna have this part that long.
And this way we can put the bolts, I'll just put them, up arrow right here. We can put the bolts in that slot. Chris,
That's better than doing the cardboard. Yeah, the reference out.
so now we can put the bolts back in the right spot. Some of them are different. Heads up.
It's like 78,000. Crazy like that. Never thought you'd be able to fit 78,000.
I'm just going to do a up arrow here. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay. That way you know where they go.
Oh, I've got Little Caesars closed, but it's tempting. Little Caesars.
Actually, they do close.
They close at like 10.
11.
Wow.
Do you want me to
25 minutes,
check? Is that what you
they're
want?
gonna reject an order. You try
Do-
to- I tried to call an order in
Where did I put my
right
rack?
now. I was just gonna run into
Underneath, right there.
I
Yeah.
like to hide it.
I wasn't trying to hide it.
You were hiding it.
I swear I
You want me
wasn't.
to live in the garage forever?
No.
I need a garage troll.
No, God. You're kind of big to be a troll, dude.
What bridge are you on?
Yeah, a rusty Chevy.
Yeah.
Of the Ohio rusty.
Oh, man.
You know,
Um,
they make dark blue racing. Cover up a whole bunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they're up until 11.
Well, I was gonna get my rockers and cap motors replaced, but now after looking at the bottom end of this,
No,
I'm just like, oh, maybe not.
the frame's got 2 years left in
How
that.
far away are
Oh, don't say that.
They're just in Westerville.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
If you look where the
Because that's what
bracket,
you
some of
gotta
the
worry
brackets
about.
are, yeah, they're pretty.
Oh, yeah. It says scheduled pickup time tomorrow.
Start.
South on Hughes Road, or Adams Road.
They're
14 minutes. It takes 14 minutes, and we got. No.
nope, not going to happen.
If I'd have thought just a little earlier. Well, I did, but I didn't.
Hey, we'll be there
look.
5 minutes.
Taco Bell's your option.
Give them a call.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Taco Bell and
Sheets or
Mickey
Taco
D's.
Bell, Mickey D's.
Those are your options. Sorry, man.
Where
Where else is there running? Very handy tool.
No, I got
It's standard clutch. This is a OEM. There's nothing too fancy about it. Here, just hold that for a
It's
sec.
loop. It's manufactured by the OEM.
Ah,
So very good push.
lock clutch, nothing too fancy about it. The pressure plate and then the clutch is underneath. Oh, is it modular? No. I was like, damn, okay. So pressure plate, of course, this is all steel, right? And then the clutch doesn't weigh anything at all. There's our clutch, 4 spring, full Full disc. There's nothing terribly special about it. It is cheap and simple, very durable, and the 4 springs. These springs stay. These springs help with vibration between the 2 plates to give you a smoother engagement. Sometimes you'll see clutches without these springs, and it'll be a very violent engagement. The one in the Neon doesn't have any springs in it; it's straight. And when that clutch engages, it's like it grabs you very quickly. This helps ease that and sort of make it easy for daily driving, street driving. No, that flywheel was resurfaced a year and a half ago, so we're putting in a new clutch because of oil, not because of anything that's happened. So if anything, the oil has made it smoother, but the flywheel should be good. If the flywheel looks jacked up, then we have a whole different story. But the flywheel should be in really good shape. Otherwise, we would have done a flywheel. But
It was driving fine when I pulled it in.
yeah, it drove in here into the shop, no problem. So we want to clean this stuff up and get another 100,000 miles out of this clutch.
Now, GM didn't have any coating on this spring, all of it is gone here.
You guys tell me how you would pronounce that.
Well, it's not-
Luke or Luck?
Yeah, but, yeah.
Your call.
At least they finally
I've always
started
called it
putting,
luck.
rainbow springs a long time ago. They come off of the truck already, but,
Ah,
you know, the GM Wrangler.
Yeah, GM and Dodge both come right off the truck, rusted welds.
okay. Clutch is back in its safe box. And it's funny, it comes in a Napa box. So I guess Luck is making clutches for Napa, or
It's a lot of nice company.
yeah. Well, Luck's an OEM supplier.
That's the same exact clutch I have it right now, which
Yeah.
is done well.
You
And there's
should
nothing
smoke
wrong.
and try to warranty.
Hang on to that clutch just as a backup. If anything happens to this, just keep it for like 6 months or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully the disc isn't so.
Yeah, I mean, it was slipping a little bit, like 4th and 5th, you know. I was
How many miles per hour?
on this clutch.
Yeah.
I want to say probably 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was nothing to worry about until it got soaked in oil. You know, it was driving totally fine. I mean, it was driving perfectly fine when I was driving in from the driveway. I mean, I towed this year with it.
The 20 feet from the driveway was okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we done with heat and BFH?
I'm surprised how open that cranny is to the elements. You can see it.
Yeah.
Get in there. No, not really.
I wish I could find that
Mitsubishi trans.
that seal
sealed off.
or that
You drop it down and all the
cover for the. It's a big mamma jamma.
Yeah.
It's hard to miss. I don't think he's up here on the bench. He's not. He's a big boy though. Big red thing. I don't know where he went.
Have you been following the C8 training fiasco going on right now?
No.
Well, it is.
I don't know where he went. Oh. Nope, that's silicone tubing. I know he's still here. I haven't done anything with him. I just didn't know. I didn't know where he went. Did you get to have your fun?
I didn't. I recommended it. I didn't do it.
Oh. Would you be surprised if we got a whole exhaust off without using the torch?
So the fluid and put this in the tranny, avoiding warranties.
I guess it's 10.
They're scheduled.
10?
So you got
Okay.
people with these cars in storage. We're not taking cars.
So yeah, just don't
You
use.
fill the top two, so.
Yeah, don't use that guy. The rest of them, or however you want to do it. Okay.
They're at 12 years or.
So it is 10. It's not 13. I don't remember who said 13.
That is if I'm,
Hey, Mexico. We love Mexico. We love Cancun. We love Cabo San Lucas. We're Americans, so we love all the cool touristy stuff. We love Manzanillo, which is a non-major location. My friend Scott has a house in Manzanillo that's just beautiful. Absolutely loves it. And we love all the cool cars that come from Mexico. The manufacturers do all these cool versions of our cars and stuff that we don't get here. We love all that stuff.
Quad cab Rangers.
RS 500s.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the
I would
cool
move
stuff.
to Mexico.
And we love food from Mexico. Holy crap, we love food from Mexico.
We love Mexico.
I'm embarrassed now that I suggested Taco Bell and someone from Mexico is watching. I'm like, oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, no gringos tacos para mí.
Yeah, Brian's gonna go to the Biblioteca later.
I'm going to Cleveland Avenue and Washington Boulevard to places on.
Brian, it's a real town. It is just off of 65 in Missouri. It is a real town. It is actually named Uranus, Missouri. And they trust me, they play it up like you wouldn't believe. I have 2 of these hoodies. This one is the shop version. And then I actually have a nice one that doesn't have gear oil. And I don't know what happened here. So I have 2 of these because first off, they're actually very, very nice hoodies. They're nice and thick and they're very soft inside and comfortable. So they're great hoodies. But the people in the town, the people in Uranus, the people in the town of Uranus are fantastic, and they love they absolutely play it up. Like the guy who works in the t-shirt section.
There's university there?
No, I don't know if there's university, but
Off Route 6.
the guy
Sounds
who
like off Route 6.
the guy who works the t-shirt part is fantastic. He knows every single joke. He knows every single pun. You can't stump him. Now, here's my favorite part. When you get off the exit, if you're going on 65, you'd be going north. You get off the exit for Uranus. There's a sign. You come to it's a stoplight there. You come to the stop. You have 2 choices. You can make a right and go to but you can't miss Uranus. I mean, it's like right there. It's all lit up and everything. And if you want to go left, the next town over, you're not going to believe the name of this town. I swear on everything. The name of the town next door is called Dixon. Dixon. I'm not kidding. So the sign there says Dixon with a left arrow, and it says Uranus with a right arrow. That's a real thing. That is a real thing. And the t-shirt guy lives in Dixon. So yeah, the town next door is called Dixon, which is great. That's all.
I just picked up on that.
You guys don't believe me. Don't believe a word I'm saying. Go to Google Maps, look up Uranus, Missouri, look up the town next door. You tell me what it says.
Go right past Dixon and you're right in Uranus.
Exactly. That's the name of town. Anyway, you get off the exit, you go to this thing, and if you look at Uranus, Missouri, it's very much all the people are very, very nice. What they are known for is their fudge. That is what they're famous for, and their fudge is actually delicious. But it's like a huge gift shop, and they have like a petting zoo and a strange creatures exhibit and a playground, and there's a rocket ship out front in the parking lot. It's fun. If you go to my Facebook, I did a Facebook Live from there a couple of years ago. Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year. It was very, very funny. It's a very funny town. They absolutely play it up. If you're ever cruising from like St. Louis to Branson, Missouri, just stop there for 5 minutes, grab a bumper sticker or half a pound of fudge. The fudge is delicious. They have tons of it, all different flavors. No kidding. That's what they're known for, man. World famous, universally famous. Yeah, it's great. They have tons and tons of jokes all about it, and they love it. Very friendly people. It was a lot of fun. We spent, my buddy Adam and I spent probably 2 hours there, just like walking around and taking in all the jokes. It was great. But better food in Mexico than there was in Uranus. It sounds so weird. Yeah, and they have tons of different shirts too. So if you're looking for something a little more subtle. They have it.
Oh, I see it. Just that little gap on the top of that right
Do you have separation already?
there. No, I gotta do the flush line first.
Okay. Oh, that's what
I
you're
got
working on.
two. I got two bolts still.
You still have 2 in there? Good. Okay. I'm actually gonna
electricity.
X this out so we don't continually look for it.
Yeah, I'm having the scenes from the Bachelor Party. Are they following around the guy?
Neither of those guys have seen that movie.
Have you seen Bachelor Party?
No.
Oh,
And that's way even too old for Chris. Where he's playing tennis with the parents and he's like, boom. And he's like, oh, it's out of here. Very funny movie, Tom Hanks movie.
Breakfast Club is on there. Yeah.
Tom Hanks, Tawny Katane. I forgot who the parents were. Someone famous too.
Or was that the other movie where he shrunk down?
That was
Big,
big.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a different movie. He played almost the same character in that. Yeah, Chris is removing the clutch line now. So look how excited he is. He's like, this is the best part.
I think I'm pulling an all-nighter. I go
This
to work
is-
tomorrow.
No, you'd be all right.
I told you,
No, if I go to bed at 2, I'm not gonna wake up. So I think I'm just gonna
that's
coffee
what an
out.
alarm clock is.
But you also
I have
have double
one of those
tomorrow.
crazy old school alarm clocks that like jumps when it goes off. It won't do it.
Have you seen the ones that hide?
I'm not drinking tonight. That might save me. But
You see the ones that hide?
oh,
They bounce
yeah.
around and they hide
That's
underneath like the
hilarious.
bed or hide underneath chairs. You have to go chase
Like,
it
it was
around.
like a ball.
I have
Yeah.
one that I gave to Anna because she doesn't normally wake up for an alarm clock.
That's
And then
funny.
I also have another one that has a propeller on top of it. And
It takes- it-
spins it off and it takes off. And you gotta go find that thing in the room. And I tell you what.
It won't turn off until you put it back on. Yeah.
and it's black and good luck finding it.
Yeah.
If it gets behind like a piece of furniture, or it flies up and falls behind the flat screen TV on the wall mount, you're never
It's over.
finding it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the one that hides is pretty good.
All right. Uh,
Oh, Larry, you have the same truck,
Absolutely.
but
I burned one.
excuse me, I just swallowed wrong. It's a Chevy Cheyenne Z71. That's cool.
It's got a nicer.
Well, he has the Mexico version.
Oh.
So it's not a Silverado, it's a Cheyenne.
Oh, that's sweet.
So yeah, it's
So
one of
it's
those.
probably 4-wheel drive.
Everywhere else in the world gets all the cool shit. We get like whatever.
I think it's all these rules and regulations.
Yeah, we get peanut butter and jelly on white, right?
Yeah.
We
It's
don't
like,
get.
Let's lower the horsepower by like 30, then sell it to the bear.
Yeah, don't forget to put all the emissions on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more the merrier. Is it cool if I grab some drink?
yeah. Help yourself.
You got a rock car in the garage?
Yeah, they're at the base of the freezer. You can't step on the threshold as you close the door. The threshold, we've had so many people in and out of here that if you step on it, it goes like this and it stops the door from closing. It's a little flexed out. A lot of traffic through here. I'm working on the list of all the vehicles that have been through here in the last decade. It's unbelievable. It's hundreds of vehicles. Yeah.
I try not to think about it too much in my shop. So
Well, I should have kept track, on the whiteboard or something, but it's unbelievable.
Video history.
Yeah, well, the camera's got, 2 years on it, so I can do that. But it was, I mean, pulling this stuff up and then people send me emails or messages, oh yeah, we brought my car in for an oil change. All right, well, it counts. If we did any work on it, it counts. There's also bottles there too. If you,
I'm a nice kid.
okay, your call,
Are
man.
you a bottle guy?
Well, the problem is there's no cup holders in the Viper, so I got to put a cap back on.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's why I do bottles.
What year Viper is it?
Whose shop are we in tonight? This is my shop in Ohio. This is the difference. This is the difference between Ohio and Florida, and my toolbox is the difference. I'll show you guys the toolbox. That and everything in there is the difference between Florida and Ohio. So that's why I'm up here. I had an oral surgeon appointment the other day, and then we've been doing car stuff. We had David's car in here the other night, and then we have Chris's truck in here tonight. I've got other race car stuff that I have to do because we need new seats and new belts. Brian, you know all about that. Our seats are expired, our belts are expired, so we have to do all that. So got to do race car stuff too. And also it's cheaper for me to fly back on Saturday than it was for me to fly back today by about $800. So yeah, save the money. Well, I could get a cheaper flight, but I had to go from Columbus to Denver, Denver to Atlanta, Atlanta to Fort Myers. No, it was like an 11-hour trip. I'm like,
People are paying $2,000.
no, I'm not doing that. And they're like, yeah, but it's only $400. No, there's a reason it's only $400. Yeah, Brian, this setup has been really nice. We've done some actually really, really amazing builds in here. We've done complete and total ship boxes. I can't even explain the level of ship boxery that we've had in here. And then what Hyundai?
The one we had to do the brake line knife, we couldn't bleed it.
Yeah, that one was rough. I don't know.
Devin's Subarus were pretty rough.
Yeah, that Subaru was pretty rough. Yeah, there's been a lot of crap cars in here, but we've also offset it with a lot of really awesome cars in here. The what? What'd you say?
I wonder who those
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we've had David's BMW's been in here. My Viper, the V8 Aerial Atom, the Brian's Mazda 3 Protege. I mean, you want to talk about full blast race cars? Yeah, the Urus, Diablo, that one that I worked on for two. Oh God, did you see my post in Apex? I absolutely ripped the G-Wagon in Apex.
There's a G-Wagon convertible for sale somewhere.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
two-door?
Converted those.
Two-door?
Two-door convertible G-Wagon.
They weren't. Yeah,
I
they.
know they're converted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I've worked on this huge list for the last probably 3 or 4 months. Whenever I remember one of the cars, or Facebook reminds me that you got this car in the shop or whatever, I'll add it to the list. And there's already, I think there's over 300 cars right now currently on the list. So we've had a ton of cars come through here, and trucks. Yeah, the Liz's Jeep has been in here. What's that? Yeah, a bunch of motorcycles. Had what was the one that Anna bought from me? The Vulcan and the Rebel, and yeah.
She bought that from a motorcycle shop. Suzuki S50 Boulevard.
Yeah.
She got that from a dealership.
Okay. Might want to double check that because she bought it from me. Oh no. She did buy hers. Yeah.
Somebody convinced her to buy that.
Another person told her that would be a really good
She financed
first. Oh God.
and never once wrote it.
That would be a good first bike. It wasn't. It wasn't. So that was my Vulcan. She had a different. She had the Boulevard. She didn't have the Vulcan.
Boulevard
Yeah.
S50.
So the Vulcan, the Rebel, my EC300, my gas EC300, the Honda 150, the Yamaha TTR 125, my NC700, my Grom, and yeah, the Daryl bike was up here.
Daryl bike, yeah, whatever TV show.
God, that thing's a piece of crap. Way overpriced piece of crap. Liz brought up a very good point, and I'm gonna have to give it the shitbox award. The Subaru.
Yeah, my wagon's pretty rough.
Brian's
But I tell you
Subaru
what,
wagon that we had to drag in here.
That wagon yesterday fired up when it was like 10 degrees outside, and I put it on the rev limiter instantly, and it
There's a good
bumped me
idea,
so much.
especially on a
And
Subaru.
then I clutch dumped it into second gear, and I drifted it all the way around the shop, and I parked
my
it behind my other $300 station wagon, and promptly got out, and it rewarded me.
Oh, with a
Like,
backfire? Oh,
No, it shut off in
stopped.
silence.
the head gasket came like
It-
right
I
out
think
and walked up.
literally every time that I've
Asked
started
for
that
food?
car and moved it, I've done that exact same thing.
Oh.
Started it up, put it on the rev limiter, and then went and
Rick did a lap around the shop.
People, please don't listen to Brian. Don't put your EJ on the rev limiter.
Put all your cars on the red limiter.
No, not your
They
Subaru,
have-
not your
usually
BMW,
they
not
only
anything.
lift
Please,
once, and they have an operating
Please
range
don't
for
do
a
that.
reason.
please don't do that.
Also, engines make great oil pressure on the rev limiter. There's no line that 90 pounds of oil pressure is great for your engine.
Please don't do that. Don't listen to Brian. Enjoy the humor. Don't listen. Don't do it. Not
I-
advised.
I treat everything like a spec race car, whether it's a junker, well, they're all junkers, but they all get driven like they're a Formula One car with a routine maintenance schedule. We,
Yeah,
we change.
the
engines,
Subaru is
not
definitely because I have no clue how that thing's still together. I don't know how it came on the trailer in one piece. I don't know how it got off the trailer.
oil. We skidded that car.
It didn't break on the lift, which is pretty amazing. And also, I don't know. I think the red MR2 might also be in contention because when I first picked up that car, there were trees growing through
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
not around it. There were trees growing
That
through
car was pretty
the
good.
car. So
You know what's
that one
bad
is pretty
when the
close.
guy welding the cage into the car goes, "This probably isn't the car I would put a cage in." You're
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
you guys shouldn't have put
words
a
of
cage in this car.
encouragement." I should
Yeah.
have brought that Milwaukee Charger over here and left it.
Why?
Gone through 2 batteries while I've been here.
Oh,
only
your
got one
jacket?
more. Yeah, I only got one more. and I have to-
Well, when the trans comes out, Brian, when the trans comes out, we can pause this, fire up the heater, even though it's 60 degrees in here.
Yeah.
We can fire up the heater and heat it up,
I'm sitting
trying to stay alive. I get it. I get it. Trust me. I
I
live in Florida now.
can go to the house, get a bike and for it.
You what?
There might have been one that
I still got like 5 of those
that
left.
top one right there. Maybe I was missing one. So I'm seeing 11 holes, and I'm gonna have 10.
They gave me compensation for my pickups that I sold.
So it was missing one?
couldn't get
It
it
might
for
have
2 straight days.
But we're totally loose?
I have this one. I cracked it on the bottom.
So he's just loose, but not out.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
just putting that out. But I'm just double checking this real quick because I put everything over there.
How do I manage to stand exactly where this thing drips in my
Yeah, I've
face?
done the same.
That's
thing.
why I'm over here.
Yeah, because you got specs on.
It
So
rolls down my head.
yeah, and you can even see if you see this over here, Kevin. See how it's clean, clean, clean. That one all the way at the top.
Wait.
Or see that hole all the way at the top.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that hell in it.
He also might be a guide pin,
Might be.
A line
I think that's what it is.
alignment pin.
I think that's what it is.
So
4 hours.
yeah. So he sits there, and you can also hang this, so you can line stuff up and
I
then.
think that's good. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That's what it was. I remember that actually.
All right. So are we ready to pull this thing out?
$50.
Yes, so yeah.
A couple minutes
Even this whole lot.
after your union break. Yeah.
What kind of
No problem.
it is.
So we're about to pull the trans out because Brian thinks it only weighs what, as much as 2
I
Subway
actually
sandwiches.
move it
It's
after
less than
actually
200.
pick it. I think it's only about 130, 150.
Did anybody find out the actual weight of an MV 3500?
Yeah. Honestly. if
2
I
people
felt
will do
better,
it, no
I'd
problem.
pull it. If I felt better, I'd pull it out on my own on my shoulder. Just not that heavy.
Sounds like you try to prove
I
something.
watched a
Because
Viper
I've
guy.
literally
Pick up-
done the NV. I did it.
I've had a T56 on my chest for 2 hours.
Well, I did the NV 4500 on my back on a plastic creeper. And it's
I was on my back on
got
concrete,
much, and
no
it was
creeper.
nuggets.
No towel, no creeper, no pad. Shirt, back, concrete.
And also, I can curl that NV 4500. I don't think this thing's going to be as heavy as you expect. I bet you it's.
Can you pick that thing up? The E351, the
I'm not worried about picking it up. I'm worried about.
I was surprised how heavy that T6
Yeah.
is. That was heavy.
It
I
was
was
fine.
surprised.
Yeah,
I
T56,
remember the first time.
T6060, not heavy.
It's hard to get
Oh,
off. Do this up and
oh,
down.
Liz is guessing 195 pounds.
Liz
35.
also is on the computer talking with her. And she's probably got the Google too.
Yeah,
Hey, Larry, what
she might be working the Google machine, but I think it's going to be over 200 pounds.
I can look it up right now.
If you want to.
Let's see. Let's see.
You know, what you should really do is try Siri and then find out, it'll tell you.
Hey Siri. How much does a Chevy NV 3500 transmission weigh? 110 pounds.
No way.
Wow.
Pull it out of there on my shoulder.
No way. 110 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the guy from Canada. No way.
What? No way.
Luckily,
Well, it's 'cause it
luckily
has
I'm
a blue
huge.
base instead of a single base. And the bell housing is much larger on this to accomplish the tail light.
All right, you ready? I'm gonna glove up.
I can manhandle it. Does somebody want to finish popping this?
Yeah, hold on. Let me last one. Let me rip both of my pins here.
I'll grab the last one if you guys support it.
I did it all with this little extendable 3/8 too. Harbor Freight.
Tell me those things aren't awesome.
I'm a Pittsburgh guy.
This is a Jeff wrench.
That thing is sweet. I would.
So you have 3/8 on this side. You have
They still
quarter?
sell those?
oh yeah,
Yeah, I need one.
they do it in a big version too.
That is probably the most useful. Yeah, they have a 1/2 inch 3/8.
My buddy Jeff, when we did the stage 3 on the Neon, this is the only wrench he used when we did the
The
thing.
whole
The
job.
whole job. This is what he
Whole
used.
job.
Oh, you know what? If
Nuts.
this shirt gets too dirty too, I have a Kid Rock shirt sitting in the tab. I let my friend Olivia borrow it like 3 years ago. Totally forgot about it. I saw her a couple months ago. She's like, "Oh yeah, I have your Kid Rock shirt." I was like, "Oh, sick."
Oh, cool.
I didn't.
All right.
I don't know how I've lived the last 3 years without having it. He's like standing in front of a Cadillac or something. It's pretty. It's pretty sweet.
All right.
I left it. It was in my truck when it broke down. Yeah,
I'm gonna-
I'm
gonna go pro.
Today 'cause I was
By the way,
making sure
if you
my
work on
parts and stuff
vehicles,
organized.
go
I was
get
like,
a
once
set of
again,
these.
the Kid Rock
You
shirt.
get them on Amazon. They're like $35 for a pair. They charge up. No,
I was
no
gonna
hands
maybe
light.
run some gappers and this thing fell into the frame, and now I'm just
They're
like, yeah,
awesome.
I'm just gonna
And you
let
can
this
also
thing
set it
fall
up
off.
where you have, you
I don't
can
care about my truck
run your
anymore.
hand past it and it'll turn on and off, which is pretty cool.
Some shit.
It's hard to feel with the gloves. All right.
27th of August. Should probably be.
You ready, Brian?
Yeah.
I need to go where your fingers are.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'll be the super
I'm
fan.
waiting on him. And
Yeah.
No, you just have.
It's
9
the
or more on
proportions
speed
of it
dial
and this
for
being the way
5
that-
hip out.
Should we drop the? Would it be in our
We
favor
don't
to
have to-
lower the transmission jack on it? Just to.
I should have let me get one more.
It's
beer.
probably not a good idea to have. It's probably not a good idea to get rid of it. Is
Lift
it?
up on it a little bit.
you're going to have to hold it.
Just drop it more. Here. That's good enough. All right, and then so now.
Yeah, let's take it. Yeah.
You know, there are wood blocks. right?
Yeah, but this
Okay.
thing's got the
I can
extendo
hold the laptop and we can flash it
function
on.
here.
Yeah, if you want to, grab it.
Would it be maybe should we lower the car a little bit so we can kind of have more of a shoulder height?
We should be okay with 2 people.
Hold on.
Yeah.
When you get ready, I'll get the laptop.
You gotta take this out of here real quick.
Yeah.
It should lift straight out. That's neutral.
We're
Grab
not
it,
low
grab it
enough.
8 mil. Hold on, we screwed up.
That's not
that
low
has
enough.
to come out. No.
Slide this forward and put it here.
Grab an 8 millimeter on that little tiny black 1/4 inch ratchet. You gotta crack those bottom 4 bolts loose, and then you gotta lift the shifter mechanism straight out of the train.
All right, hang on. We have to lift the shifter up and out. The shaft of it is not going to clear.
I might get. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to stay there. I would have slid it forward and done
Me
it
too,
here.
but
You have a stubby ache anywhere?
no, it's missing.
Oh, is it really?
It
Oh,
has been for a
crap.
year.
We probably. I'll be able to get it. I'll be able to get it.
That's one of the only sockets that's legitimate. I know about. That's been missing for 6 or 7 months.
Chris, how about
A ratcheting wrench Yeah, I think that'll do it. We've been using that.
Okay. All right, we're close. We're close. 4 volts. Are you doing stretches?
Yeah, dude, my hip is
Popping and locking?
no, dude, I tell you what, it popped yesterday when I was laying on my yoga mat in front of the fireplace, and I about cried. I was like, "That's the best feeling in the world right now."
No, we're good with this socket. I was actually looking at the wrong thing. Okay.
It was this Halloween candy for my kids last year.
Yeah, it's pretty kidding.
Is it?
Yeah.
Tell you
I
what,
had a kiss that was
tell you
pretty
what
top.
doesn't get stale. Milky Ways. Milky Ways don't get stale. This thing's probably gonna give you cancer. Just diabetes.
So this is very important that this comes out.
Yeah.
So it's great.
I guess you could say it's a little stale. That Halloween candy probably a year old. I'm starving.
So are we gonna be able to lift this thing out of here? Get it off and so easy. That's through it.
Yeah, you just fucking plop it over.
What was that part you said?
You get it out. Just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's not gonna hurt anything because it's in neutral and it's all like once you take that out, it's literally just a shaft and a ball socket. How clean's your cabin for?
It's it doesn't matter. It's rubber,
Cool.
but there's not a lot of shit there. So.
Excellent. Yeah, this is Halloween candy from last year. We're not chancing it. Peanut butter.
I'm gonna put this.
Pops and stuff.
We'll be able to differentiate these later. We think this at least these ones. Yes. There's 4 of them. So this is the exhaust piece.
Oh yeah.
Out of everything
Well,
here,
you can tell. Blue thread one. Those are the only fasteners.
yeah, all the other stuff looks pretty externals. Rusty.
How's your kill shafts? It looks nice, but it's a nice kill shaft. Yeah, well, it's not that bad.
I haven't seen it leak.
I'll tell you what, I put a brand new $170 one in my cousin's truck, and that's so bitch. It's like the Exxon values.
Yeah. Well, I think if I left the original rear main in this thing when I did clutch first time, probably would be fine.
Bro, where are these cookies up here? How stale are they?
Probably, dude. Get after it.
These look like they've been out here for a year.
What?
What do you know about these cookies?
I don't think they were there the other day when I was here. Try one.
I have.
First thing, you just spit them out.
What if they're all doped up with some sort of crazy substance?
Not like mushrooms.
I wouldn't get that lucky if you fentanyl. I'd just be standing under his truck and I'd just keel over.
Not out.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a term that I haven't thought of in a while. Gnawed out.
No.
Yeah, I had a buddy Matt that got down a bad road. He'd come over to a buddy of mine's house and hang with us.
Oh, pretty sick.
No, when you're standing there and the dude's
Good.
like sugar, literally
Yeah.
folded over, gnawed it out.
So I had a good friend that got bad on the meth for a little bit. And that's not hard to watch. But it was
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Something like that.
yeah, they totally changed. Like they're just like not the same person.
I had another buddy, Matt, that had another really he liked cocaine. He would find himself like as a teenager, oftentimes in rehab, and his dad tried to lock all of the car keys and like a personal hand safe
like orange, it's like a briefcase size,
Yeah.
thinking that he wouldn't realize where the car keys were. And Matt just by chance thought like, oh, I bet he put it in that briefcase suitcase like under mom and dad's bed, and he went and got them out. Well, his dad had a brand new E92 M3, like the very first year for the E92s.
Yeah.
It was the V8 battleship,
Ooh.
and that's like driving a TTM car.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to work on the radio ship.
yeah, like it's
Well,
just-
I love my DCT.
yeah, like it's just such a great feeling in an E92 to just bury it to the floor and smack gear after gear.
Yeah.
And the car has like such great suspension dynamics. You get a really funny road across the road. And he was a legitimately good driver, but when he was on drugs, he was a legitimately terrifying driver with zero skill.
That's
And
fair.
he stole his dad's E92 M3 and basically completely wiped all four corners of his car. Like, spun it out on the side of the lake and to the hillside,
That's
tagged
wild.
all four corners up. The photos were pretty gnarly because like the only thing that didn't have a scratch on it was the roof. It's like one quarter glass was okay. I think the rear windshield and the roof. The front windshield, both front glasses and one quarter glass destroyed, all the side
So you have fun.
panels. Had probably $120,000 in fun. I don't remember what those cars were new, but I know it wasn't cheap. You remember how much the E92 M3s were when they came out? They had 100,000.
No,
Yeah.
70 grand for one of them.
Okay.
My M4 335 was 65.
Okay, that's not too terrible.
Yeah. So what M car do they have that like starts at 100 grand now? Any of them?
They're all 500 by the time you.
Yeah, like the M6. I remember those were up around.
And
100.
M8 coupe is about 50.
M8
I'd love
coupe.
to have a.
They stopped taking orders for me.
I'd love to have the M5 that has the S85 DCT in it. I think that is one of the ultimate driving stands. And if you took
Whoa,
that
sorry, yes.
powertrain, put it in E39 sedan or wagon.
195 pounds, okay.
There you go.
All right. Oh, there's well, I think we're over here. I
Yeah.
want to do a blinker just for you guys.
A what?
You don't know what doing a blinker is? No, do a blinker.
What does that mean?
Well, all these pins have like a shut off feature for like you've been
Oh,
drawing
run
on
out
it
of-
for 10 seconds, so please stop hurting yourself. And so there's
I thought it was running out of battery. and
all the high
flashes.
school kids say, do a blinker. It's like a Aussie high school thing.
Okay.
You want me to bring this under
Your
your truck?
rotors, pretty, did you like do brakes on this thing and then park it up for 2 months because the clutch started slipping?
Brakes look pretty good, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Um,
saying. Like those
you know
look
what?
pretty new.
I don't think I've ever had brakes on.
Wow. Well, then you got probably a pretty good deal on this truck.
All right, you ready?
Not having to do much.
What did I do with the
Why
zoomer?
don't
Only
Okay,
only
just,
a clutch a week after I bought
Yeah,
it.
if you want to.
Well, actually, do the rear end.
Yeah, David's gonna grab the laptop, so you guys can get kind of a view of us pulling this thing out. So let's see, what do we got? Cool kids doing blinkers. I feel so old. Yeah.
Get you guys
That's
through
all right. Oh,
the- not the
that's the little guy. There's the big guy.
Yeah, you're
I
good.
gotta get Hannah up.
Yeah, we can get all this stuff. We can get all this stuff. All right.
All right, so maybe somebody supporting up here, the other person shaking the back.
Yeah. All right, David, you with us? I was really hoping that thing didn't just go ka-chonk and launch out of there.
Right.
Hang on a second.
And a lot of people will do this in their backyard and just rest it on their chest and doing it.
Reaper, if you have to, put something on your chest.
Yeah, hang on a second, Chris. I got a helper coming
Fold
for
it
you.
up, sweatshirt.
Can you go up a little bit, Brian? Yeah, just slightly. Yep. Okay. Yep. You can bring it not that far. Bring it back down. Keep coming. Okay, cool.
Oh, I felt him come loose.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Hang on.
He's not gonna, you'll have
Yeah,
to
that's
do,
why
you gotta do
wear
that.
steel tips.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
wearing mine.
Go ahead.
Well, I
Up.
normally wear my steel
Up
tip
a little? Okay.
flip-flops.
Okay. Yeah.
And usually these trainings take a little wiggle to get out of the pilot bearing and a couple alignment studs and backing out a couple inches and then you can.
All right. Hang on. We're not moving up top, so just let them rest there for a sec.
The dowel's right here.
We think there's a dowel up top too.
There's two dowels. There's one right here and there's one on the other side. Normally Warren will stay stuck in the transmission, Warren will stay stuck.
Trying to
No, we're not.
juice myself on the starter.
You got the speedo cable?
Is there anything on the starter that's
Brian, just a little bit of pressure. A little bit of pressure, Brian. Okay. How the hell is he not going in there?
There he goes.
Okay, yeah. I'm trying to get him to break loose up top is where he's not breaking loose. Can we come down so that he breaks loose up top? Yeah, he's getting there. Okay.
Try to
Again.
wiggle it up the right.
Yeah, it's not off the dowels yet, so unfortunately it doesn't do very much.
I've got separation down here.
Side to side also helps a lot.
Yep.
Go up north by the starter.
Yeah, I am. This guy's stuck in there. You gotta loose there. Okay. A little more wiggle. And all that's holding this in right now is corrosion. So, hang on. Go wiggle some more. Let me get this guy in there. Okay.
Is there anything on the starter that's holding it in?
Nope.
You're free.
Nope. He should pop right out. Okay. Can you just give it a little pressure up? Get this guy out. Okay, not that much. Okay. And go up a little bit. Sorry, get this guy in here. Try to keep him level, not so much pressure up.
Yeah, this side's
He's
kinda
coming.
clear.
He's
This
coming.
side's clear of a dowel.
He's coming.
Pop that.
Here comes the dowel. You ready? Okay. Hang on, hang on.
Grab it inside
Nope,
the bell
your-
housing.
your
Chris.
hand's in the
Grab it
way.
inside the bell housing.
Your hand's in the way of that thing. Got it? And
All right, roll it over towards me.
got him? Got him. We will set him. Hey, you want a ferny pad? You're just going to set him down.
Not your nice church
Get
pants.
a couple 2x4s there, please.
Cool. You should stay put. Yeah, not bad. So here we go. Now we have access to the pressure plate, clutch, the flywheel. The flywheel doesn't not look terrible. He just has corrosion just from not, he's been sitting. So this will come out. The clutch itself, which is in here, that'll also come out. Clean up tons of brake cleaner on the pressure plate.
It looks
And
pretty
then-
dry too.
Yeah, it gets reassembled. It doesn't look terrible. There's, corrosion, thanks Ohio, but it's also been sitting for
2 months.
2 months.
It's
So
open to the elements too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom of the bell housing's got like 3 caps.
this thing was screwing us up. This hook, this plate. That's what was hooking us when we
Oh,
were
it
trying to
got
bring
caught
it
on the
down.
Dust shield.
Yeah, we were trying to bring it down.
Yeah.
So, Chris, yeah, there is
There's
no.
just a single 8mm
pin
bolt
up
to
there.
put it in.
So that's a freeze plug for the engine. So there's no pin. There's only the 2 pins on the outside. So I don't. That might also be for a different engine block.
Yeah.
That
Or you
whole
think it could just be just, for a drift pin lineup,
it could be.
empty spot or whatever.
I'm
Actually,
guessing
not
it's
even
for-
seeing anything. Yeah.
It's for a different engine, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They do the same bell housing on whatever on big block or small block or whatever.
Mhm.
So we're pretty close. We have the trans up. This is definitely by far the hardest part of all of it is getting the trans up.
Be careful
By
of
far.
taking this out though, because it will literally just fall right off.
Yeah.
And when it falls right off, the disc in the center falls right
If you can put the alignment tool in there, so or at least a socket, something. We can put a big
alignment-
socket in
or,
there.
or just take all the bolts out except for the bottom bolt.
Yeah.
That way it's tipping back like this and you can put your hand under it and take the last
It's
bolt out.
yeah, it's gonna be heavy as
Go
hell.
like this. It's about 30.
It's gonna be heavy as hell.
Uh,
All right. So okay. We'll turn this a little bit. Cool. Subarus come with complimentary vapes. Yeah.
Subarus come with complimentary head gaskets.
They should come with complimentary head gaskets. So
All mine, dude.
we're gonna end here because this is the removal. We're gonna restart the stream with the installation. So hopefully you guys hang out and come back in a few minutes. I want to make sure these are separate so that folks can watch the 2 different ones.
Well, wait,
So,
still
I'm-
taking the clutch out. So the clutch and plug are hanging.
Well, those are
Put 'em under so they can watch.
easy. Those are
Alright.
simple. And once they're out, it's going to be easy to show how they go back in. So the hardest part is all those bolts, getting all that transmission and showing the support that you need to get that transmission up there. So thanks you guys for hanging out. We'll come back in a few minutes and get this, show everyone how to put everything back together. So I really appreciate it. Got to end it. Don't forget to show someone you love them today. Give them a kiss on the cheek, give them a kiss on the tip of their nose, hold their hand, give it a squeeze. It's really important for them, but it is far more important for you. You, and you.
I'm gonna kiss Kevin on the
And you.
cheek once he turns this off.
Oh, that's so hard.
Just give it to him.
All right, we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Cool. Cool.